Hello YouTube world. Just thought I'd give you a 1 week update of the chicks that we looked at last week. I just got them in last week. This is week 2. These little guys are getting bigger except for that one guy right there. We're calling him Nugget at this point. I don't know why he's not growing, but he is not getting any bigger. He's about the same size as when we got him in. And if you look at him compared to the other ones, those other ones were the same size when they came in, and they're taking everything and seem like they're doing really good. I wanted to give a few more details about the birds and what I actually got and how I'm taking care of them. These are the Jumbo Cornish Cross chickens from McMurray Hatchery. These are the same breed of birds I got last year. We slaughtered out 13 birds last year, and I only had them for 12 weeks, around 12 weeks I think is when we slaughtered them, and they were delicious. We used some for canning. I canned some of the meat. We also made chicken stock out of them, and they were delicious. Got one right here that's kind of laying down, not looking too good, but he's moving around. He's still alive. I have lost 3 since last week. I believe my temperature is too warm in the garage, so I've knocked that down now to 80 degrees with the heat lamps on. They seem to be more active now. They were kind of getting away from the heat lamps and huddling back down there towards the ends. Now they're trying to scatter out a little bit more, which tells me that the temperature is getting better because they're coming back and forth to the heat lamp when they feel like they're getting a little bit cool. I've been changing out the feed. They go through that trough it's looking like about every other day at this point, and then the bucket is kind of their backup, at least in this trough. It's kind of funny. The other trough, they're acting really a lot different. They're leaving food actually in the trough, but you can kind of see the shadow line of where the feed is inside the bucket feeder, and they seem to be enjoying the food out of the bucket feeder much more. But if you look down around there, looks like they're flipping most of it out instead of eating it. I'm using right now just a food from Rural King. It's a 18% protein meat bird feed, starter feed. Once I go through what I have of that, I'm switching over to a local feed store's broiler finisher from Souter Feeds here locally. I've heard a lot of good things about that. The birds seem to put a lot of good weight on with it. The water, when I give these guys water, that's a 1-gallon feeder. And what I do is I put a half a cup of white table sugar in that, and then a splash of apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar actually helps keep the bacteria out of the water. It keeps it easier to clean, because you really shouldn't use soap and water on this stuff, because that residue of the soap can get to the birds and make them sick, and they don't like it, and then you're ingesting that. So everything, the apple cider vinegar is natural. So I put that in there. They seem to enjoy the taste of the apple cider vinegar. They take to it. It is basically a little bit of sugar in there. Like I said, it's only a half cup of sugar. Gives them just a little bit extra energy. So far, they're doing really good. Like I said, I've lost 3. I got 60 birds. 1 came in from the hatchery, dead in the box. And I showed you the 40 that were split off from my friend. He said 1 came on his side of the box, 1 came out with a bad leg, and it passed. But so right now I'm down a few chicks. Hopefully that trend's not going to continue, and pretty soon here, probably in the next 11 weeks or so, we're going to have some meat birds, and it looks like Nugget might be the anomaly and maybe not be quite ready for dinner. He might be just a snack for the kids at this point. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. Like to hear you guys' comments. If you guys do something similar, if you guys do something different, any tips and tricks. This is really only my second year working with the meat birds. So far I find it relatively easy. It's changing the water and making sure they're fed. And this year we're going to be taking them to a slaughterhouse rather than me trying to slaughter them on my own. We did last year. We did that ourselves last year. I had a friend come over and he wanted to learn the way to do it, and I said, well, we're learning together, and we did. We plucked them, we eviscerated them, we cleaned them up. Then most of the birds we did whole and just froze. I took seven of the birds and went ahead and butchered them all the way out because I wanted to use the bones for chicken stock. And it was a real simple chicken stock. If I do it again this year, maybe I'll film it, let you guys see what I do. But really just a pressure cooker, a couple chicken carcasses, whole load of garlic. We like garlic, so I loaded it up with garlic, some onion, some carrots, and some celery, and I just pressure cooked it for about an hour, 2 hours maybe. And I came out with several quarts of just delicious chicken stock. Then we went ahead and pressure canned it, and actually hot water bath canned it, and we used it, and it was so good we ran out of it real soon. So I'm planning on making a lot more this year, so maybe we can last through the year with chicken stock. But again, if you guys have any comments you'd like to leave, go ahead. Hope this is finding someone interesting, and I'll talk to you guys later on the YouTubes. Bye.